So
lots of dark liquor. Lots of silicone-based lube. That's my answer. Hennessy cures everything. Hennessy will turn you into a porn whore in like T-minus 10 seconds.
But the dick going in the ass when you don't expect it will sober your ass right up.
Not really. I mean, there's no not expecting. Unless this dude is fresh out of jail, he shouldn't be shoving his ass without you expecting it. You should really talk about these things. Like, this is what we're going to do tonight, so this is what's going to happen. There's no, super, I'm just going to pull out and go right in the butthole unless he's having flashbacks of jail.
Yeah, that's some uber beast mode shit to be doing.
That's what guys think, and they have no patience.
Who thinks that? Who
a
thinks
lot
that?
of them.
You need to point me in the direction of somebody who thinks so stupidly.
Listen, they'll be there, it'll slip out, and, I wonder, maybe she won't notice. Yes, I'm going to notice.
Maybe she won't notice that you're putting an 8-inch dick in her ass without any lube. Yeah,
maybe you won't notice this ass whooping. That's what you going to notice.
Well, we did cover that. Someone online also asked about lube. Apparently, everybody does not require lube for anal sex.
If you don't require lube, there are only two types of people that don't require lube for anal sex: gay guys and gay guys. That's it. Outside of that, if you could just put a dick in your ass without any spit, even a finger, some water, some Vaseline, your mommy's olive oil, some coconut oil, or any type of lubricant, then there's something wrong. But as far as lube, I think that there are two types primarily. I personally like silicone-based because it's really greasy, but you don't need a lot of it. The water-based lube, like your typical Astroglide that you find at Rite Aid, that dries up, so you keep having to reapply it all the time over and over again, whereas with your silicone-based lube, if you don't have any problems paying an extra $10 for better shit for your butthole, then I say go for the silicone-based. You put a little bit on, and that's it. You could be fucking all night and never dries up. So if I were to pick lube, I'd say go for the silicone-based lube, slightly more expensive, but it's a better experience, at least in my opinion. I like Eros Body Glide.
That was going to be my next question. Like, okay, regular sex, we're good with what? Like, well, it depends on who you ask. Some people want a 2-hour session, a 3-hour session, or 45 minutes, whatever. But how long should anal sex last? Like, are you really, like, getting it in the butt for 45 minutes or more?
Probably Renee.
Are you?
Renee's the only person that's going that long.
I mean, it's completely your personal preference. Sometimes, you're doing it. Sometimes it's like regular sex. Like, sometimes you're doing it and you're in that perfect zone of, like, oh, my gosh, this shit feels so good right now where you don't want him to stop.
Who thinks
so,
like
I mean,
that?
It's completely up to you. Some chicks can take a pounding. I'm not going to say that I'm one of those chicks, but, I mean, who puts a time frame on sex? It's like saying how long can you really get a dick in your vagina? Is there really a time frame on there?
I want 0 time, so I'm really not thinking about it.
Now, do we have a preferred, I guess, dick shape for the anal sex? Because I know, like, there's some dicks that just would not do anything for my pussy, but perfect for anal sex. They're normally like the fat, short ones or whatever. They're kind of nice for anal sex.
Fat, short penises are no good in any types of situations. It's not good for the vagina, and it's not good for the ass either. If you have a fat, short dick, you should probably just keep that shit to yourself. Pencil penises. Pencil penises are not okay for the vagina, but they're pretty okay for anal. So if you have a long pencil dick and you get clowned for having a pencil dick, then you should probably think about having nothing but anal sex for the rest of your life, because those work. A lot of people have the misconception that the bigger the dick, the worse it is for anal. It's actually not true. Big dicks actually feel better in your butt than tiny ones do. So it's all about getting used to it. And once you've gotten used to it, then you can just take it like a pro. So, like, long, skinny ones are pretty cool, but regular size, thick ones are okay, too. It's just, as long as you get used to it, you'll be fine. Keep it from a short
ladies. Hold on, ladies. All right, with that note, let's take some callers because there are people who are wanting to chime in. So the first caller we're going to go to is area code 305-910. You're on the air with the S&M show. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Jeff. I'm calling from Miami.
What's going on, Jeff? Talk to me. Thank you. Another mail to because this is.
I'm gonna chime in on everything we talked about so far.
Okay.
Let's start with the man who getting their ass licked. Nah. Like,
see,
so it's a no-go.
See, no-go.
I don't.
Thank
like,
you.
I remember a chick licked my nipples once, and I was like, "Yo, man, don't do that again."
What? Thank you.
I mean,
high five, long distance high five, my brother.
You can't get your nipples licked no more.
I mean,
so it's not manly to get your nipples licked either.
So funny. And I'm not in the business of feeling funny, so I was like, all right. Then a chick mentioned to me that some nigga let her stick her finger in his butt, and I was like, wow. So niggas is getting too experimental. That's what I see. And I feel like, yo, what happened to just basic sex? Let me poke you in the pussy, you suck my dick, I eat you out, boom, 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 all right. You know what I mean?
All right. So, Jeff, hold on. Are you into anal sex at all, though?
I've only had one experience probably 5-6 years ago. I'm still traumatized from it.
Hold on. Now you got to tell us what happened. We've all had some stories, so tell us what happened.
It was this really horny chick. Like, she just wanted to smash all the time. And her period happened to come on, and she's like, yo, I still want to smash. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? We could take a break for a week. Like, it's cool. She's like, no, let's do it. I got lube. I got everything. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And she just kept pushing the issue. And the worst part, it was midday. Everybody's home. We're in the backyard. It's Florida, so we're in the backyard by the pool, and she's like, yo, she sets up. Let's go. And
wow.
I'm pretty well endowed. I'm blessed. So
I love a shout out to your dick.
So I was nervous. I didn't
free
read
publicity.
Nah, it's cool. I didn't read the instructions of going slow or taking my time, so I treated it like pussy. So yeah.
You were having jail flashbacks, basically.
No, never did. No.
Oh shit.
I never been had handcuffs around my waist. So.
I can't do this show.
But long story short is, it hurt her more than she enjoyed it. And she left me alone with that shit, for sure.
And you're the one that's traumatized? I'm sure she's the one that's traumatized.
No.
Nah. Listen, I've always had this phobia where I've always thought about it, like, what if I put my dick in there and it comes out with a piece of shit on it? I might never want to put my dick in. So,
all right, well, let me ask you this final question, Jeff. I just want to ask you this final question before we get to, you know what I'm saying, we continue on with this topic. Would you, if you were horny enough and she was bad enough, would you lick a girl's ass?
Nah. There's no pleasure in licking a girl's ass.
Would you lick a vagina? You lick a pussy, right?
I'm not trying to be selfish. Honestly, but I don't give a fuck if you just wax your ass and I pressure wash it myself. Nah.
He said pressure wash. I'm done. He said pressure wash the asshole.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for your call, man. Let's get back to this really quick.
That's how Miami's giving it up. Jeff just called up and represented for all of Miami.
Shout out to the Haitians. Yay.
Yo, all right, so look, let's keep this going because, ladies, y'all are really crazy. I want y'all to continue going. Once again, if y'all want to listen in, we're talking about anal on the S&M show. If you have any questions, you want to chime in on any of the topics, the phone number is 347-850-8976. All right, now let me pose this question to you, ladies, and I want y'all to just keep going on this really quick. Now, you guys have been talking about lubes and all of that. Talk about some anal toys that turn you guys on that you would use. First, I want to hear from Miss Ava. I didn't hear much about this. You haven't said much yet. Tell me, have you ever used any anal toys, or would you? She's a booty virgin.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm very much a booty
Miss Rene,
virgin.
you gotta chime in on this.
I believe that's the only area, sir, and I will have you have a good day.
Rene is having technical difficulties again, I think. Is she there?
No, she's there. Rene, I want to hear, like, talk to us about some of these anal toys, since you seem to be the anal expert. What are some anal toys that people could use that can at least get them into the stages of doing anal sex?
Is Rene here?
Rene.
Nope.
You
She's
there?
saying she has issues.
She's got issues. All right, well, let me hear the rest of y'all. The only other person who seems to be somewhat of an expert, Miss Steele, talk to me. Alex, tell us.
I'm not an expert. I just experiment a lot. There's anal beads, which I don't like them. They feel too much like taking a crap to me. So I don't like anal beads, but butt plugs, I don't mind. Because they're smooth and just, the consistency, it's not ribbed and all that extra shit I don't want in my ass.
Really?
But I'm not really a toy person either. I just kind of like to use my own.
Vibrators? What about a vibrator? Would any of you ladies use like a vibrator on your butthole? Would that be something that would stimulate you?
Well, vibrations, I think they stimulate everywhere. You could put them on my nipples, my freaking wrist, put it in my mouth, and vibrations to do whatever. I think we got Rene back with us now, and
we got Rene. Rene, you back?
Yes.
All right. We were talking about, since you seem to be the anal expert, we were asking you to talk more about some of these anal toys that people could use if they're interested in getting into that anal sex thing.
First, I wanted to address the last guy when I was having technical difficulties. I'm kind of glad y'all hung up on him. I mean, it's 2014. What dude doesn't eat ass? And if you don't eat ass, then you have no right to be fucking anyone. That's number one.
Wow.
Number two, toys that I would suggest, anal beads. You can start small Benoit balls, or if you want to go real straight porn slut, you go for an anal cone. That's concave in your butt, but I'm not really into that. So, I mean, they're different. I'm not a toy person per se. I like real-life dicks, but Benoit balls and anal cones and anal beads, stuff along those lines. The glass ones, plastic ones, they have a bunch of different types, fuzzy ones, furry ones. It's whatever tickles your fancy.
Did you say? But what about, all right, is there any difference, and I don't know, we try to cater to all, obviously the gay and the straight. What about this whole thing? I remember one time hearing about gay guys using hamsters or gerbils or one of them little furry animals. Is that something that people still do?
What? Where did this conversation go? What just happened?
I'm telling everybody, I remember reading about...
What are you talking about, Leon? Because
I need a shot.
I remember reading about...
That's not anal sex anymore. That's bestiality. That's a whole
I've
show.
never heard any such shit. Sorry.
A gerbil in the ass. I'm not okay with that right now.
Somebody's going to try it, though. Somebody's poor hamster.
Yeah, somebody's going to get very drunk tonight and say, baby, let me shove a gerbil up your ass.
All right, well, keep it going, ladies. Here's my final question, and this is another point for health reasons. Is it okay to go from the anal to the vagina, back to the anal, back to the vagina? Is that okay, or is that a no-go?
Oh, no, that's just so unsanitary. Hell no.
No. What kind of... No, that's disgusting. That's filthy. That's bacteria. That's... Yeah, nah, chill.
Health class. What comes out your ass is toxins, waste products. You want to put that into your vagina? Are you mad?
Yeah, that's waste.
But again,
go back
guys that like Jeff from Miami that probably will try that, so...
Hey, I'm just speaking for those that may think these questions.
There is another question that somebody online is asking is about the aftermath of the pain. Is there any issue, I guess, after having a good session, let's say it's really good, is there any issue with it with when